Hello everyone, pkmnMasterWheeler here with an exciting new game, King's Quest 6, Heir Today, Gone Tomorrow, which I will be playing with my good pal.
Me! Zero!
Hello,
I'm
Zero.
here.
You're,
Hello,
you're,
Lyra.
you're here.
I am. I'm excited.
It's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna have you make decisions and we're gonna die so many times.
Oh gosh.
Alright, so does anyone remember the expansive lore of King's Quest?
You're some king dude. You, your castle got taken and you were like only kind of upset about it. And you there was an owl at some point. I remember the owl. I think he died at some point, but then wasn't dead. Um, and I think we had we either like had a girlfriend or something, but she wasn't in the last game because they all got taken away. So I don't remember.
Well, you remember much of King's Quest 5. Taylor submits, there's a king and a quest. Exactly. You can get an ending in this where you see no king. Right? Yeah, you can get an ending in this where you see no king.
No king.
No king. So, the expansive lore is King's Quest 1. You're a knight, and the current king says, if anyone can find these 3 treasures, they will become king because I'm dying and I don't have an heir, etc., etc. So you do it, and you do, and you become king.
Nice.
That's the story. It's from the 80s. Then King's,
fair enough.
and then King's Quest 2. You want a queen, so you go to Tamir and save a princess, and then you get married. It is also from the 80s. But then King's Quest 3 is where things start to get spicy.
Ooh.
Because then you play as the slave boy Gwydion, who has to work for the evil wizard Manannan.
Manamana.
Don't worry, everybody who plays that game makes that reference.
That's a pretty big deviation from the formula, I must say.
Yeah. But then you find out that you're what's his face? King Graham's son, Prince Alexander. And then you have to escape from the wizard and find your way back home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're King Graham in the game we played, right?
Yeah, the one I played with you last time, we were King Graham. Although this time we're actually going to be Prince Alexander again.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in 4, you play King Graham gets sick, and you play as Roselle, and she goes to some magical land and tries to find a fruit that can cure him. She also saves this dude, Edgar, who is like cursed by a witch. That's not important for this game, but it probably will be for the next game.
Yeah.
And then 5 is the one everyone remembers. You're playing as King Graham again. Our castle and family get kidnapped. There's an owl there. As Tail says, there's an evil cat and you have to save a pie to the very end or you'll die to a yeti. Oh, but your home and family gets taken by the wizard Mordak, who is Manannan's brother, who's pissed off that Alexander turned into a cat in King's Quest 3.
I feel like you wouldn't have minded.
Listen, I didn't ask to be called out. But yeah, you go in, you save your family, and there's also someone else who's been kidnapped by Banana, Princess Cassima, of the Green Isles. And anyone who's like read the like little snippet I put on my notifications may recognize that. And because the Green Isles is where this game is. Alexander, as this game was made in the 90s, was like, oh, a princess. I'm a prince, that's a princess, and we just met that, therefore we're in love. And now I have to go find Princess Casima from the Green Isles. And that's where we're at.
Nice. All right.
So
Quite the saga.
It is. It's an adventure and a half. It's actually 6 adventures. Plus 2. Start. Wait. Stop. Cease. Desist.
Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry,
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Casima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here. Alexander.
Casima! Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Casima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond.
Land ho! Land ho!
shore. Day turns to night, and the sea turns violent.
I think that's all for the actual like animation and talking. Although it still sounds very loud, so Zero is still very quiet. Zero, you're so far away. Just like scream at the mic.
Land ho!
Perfect.
Hoist the sail! This intro, like, title scene is so incredibly, like, epic and cinematic, but, like, in a very old movie style, where they, like, have all the... You remember how in old movies they had all the credits in the front? And they would, like, play really dramatic music?
Mm-hmm.
Then he does remember the shipwreck, the sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic
For the record, it is still
wave
talking.
picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Game's a little quiet. There we go. Alright, ready to start.
Well, you have to click on that shiny red thing.
Well, the first thing to do is clearly save
Oh.
and go for a swim. Oh, it's just gonna save.
Go for a swim?
Yeah. Go for a swim.
But I don't like swimming.
No, it's fine. Let's go for a swim.
I thought this was supposed to be my human sauna. Hey!
The ocean is not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs.
I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I make you whole.
So anyway, surely that
The
doesn't mean
underwater
anything.
tow is amazingly strong here. It pulls ferociously at Alexander's legs.
I'm sure it's fine.
Before Alexander can retreat, the current grabs his legs. The shifting sand vanishes from beneath his feet. Against his best efforts, he is dragged out to sea.
Ooh.
The currents around the island pull Alexander under.
Oh no, there he goes.
As Alexander struggles to the surface for the third and last time, he finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
Hey, look, it's the word.
Which... The...
Tickets only. Next.
There's a whole dead world?
Nothing like getting swept off your feet.
What? You go to an entire afterlife?
Isn't it
With
great?
skeletons? They have a cutscene for after you're dead?
Isn't it great? You have a fancy cutscene for dying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so anyways.
What in the world?
Alexander's royal insignia ring lies abandoned on the sand. It must have slipped from his finger during the shipwreck. Fortunately, it was not lost in the sea.
Well, clearly we have to swipe it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Alexander
it belongs
picks
to
up
us.
his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Cool.
Also, that
Can
was
we-
my hydrate for Happy's hydrate earlier.
Yeah, good job. Celestia Star Raptor, you cannot swim yet. You need about 5 more badges to do that.
Oh no, I don't think there are any badges here.
Oh no. I guess we won't be able to swim.
Guess we won't be able to swim. But now, Zero.
Click on the big beam in the sand.
A long plank lies on the beach. No doubt it once belonged to Alexander's ship.
Were there no, like, crew on the ship? Was it just us?
The remains of Alexander's sailing ship lie dashed upon the distant shore.
Like your hopes and dreams.
Alexander searches for a way to reach the black-haired girl whose memory will not escape him.
Okay, I think one of the things they were saying when we first stood up was that as he was helping the last of the crew members into the lifeboats, the wave like threw him overboard,
Oh!
and that he can only hope that they made it home safely.
Okay, cool.
You know,
good.
sailing for 3 months in rowboats. or sailing a distance that took a sailboat 3 months in rowboats.
a small lifeboat to China, as it were, as they say.
Hopefully the lifeboats had sails. Nice. Hyonk.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Oh!
Alexander's treasure box lies partially buried in the sand. It must have washed ashore with the other ship debris.
Oh boy. What treasures do you think we have in our treasure box, Zero?
Money, no doubt.
Money, no doubt.
There's
Where's
a
the
copper
money?
coin in the treasure box. The coin bears the seal of Daventry
It's
and
right there.
King Graham's
There
noble
is
face.
there is indeed money in the treasure box. Just one singular copper coin.
One singular why were we even carrying copper coins? I thought we were royalty.
I like how there's clearly a hole in it.
Oh yeah. Like the rest of it got washed into the sand or out to sea.
Mm-hmm. Also as an excuse as to
Oh.
why you can't just pick it up and use it for anything else.
Oh. That's peasant talk. You could, hold it on its side. It's got a handle.
I feel like that is peasant talk.
There's nothing interest in that part of the box.
Oh right, the click sensitivity is weird.
There's nothing. Alexander takes the coin
There's
and leaves the ruined box where it is.
Glorious. Where'd you now?
Let's follow that path. Well, I love that the plank had no indication to it that you could move it or
The beach
take
is
it.
covered with a fine-grained white sand.
Sometimes you can do
Cool.
that, just like click
Alexander is standing on
there
a
we go.
beach littered with debris from his shipwreck. A path leads north into the lush green island. An occasional breeze rustles the nearby foliage.
Okay. Usually there's somewhere
love the
on
narration.
usually there's somewhere on the screen you can click to just get a description of the screen, and it will often point out things like that. I guess it doesn't point out the beam. I don't know if it never pointed out the beam or it just ignores it now because you've already messed with it.
Oh, okay. But it is kind of neat because, like, you know how a lot of anime you'll have like this painted background and then like one part of the ground is cell shaded, and you're like, oh, that's the part that's gonna break. Like the beam before and after it moved is like completely the same. For a moment, I freaked out because I thought there was a Jelly Belly man in the tree, but it was just your cursor. Just like a naked Jelly Belly man.
Alexander is standing at a crossroads. To the left, he can see a village. To the right, a castle. From the south come the sounds of the sea.
Where to?
Yes, we just came from the sea. Well, I'd like to go to the village. Foist.
To the village it is.
It looks quaint.
And people may recognize this song. Not you, Zero, but maybe you.
Is it from Aladdin?
It's the music that was playing on the intro screen.
Ah.
Old lamps for new. Old
It's
lamps
Aladdin!
for new.
That's literally from the, like, tale, isn't it? That's literally from the fairy tale because, like, Aladdin had the lamp,
Old
and, like, the sorcerer went around with new lamps and, like, tricked his wife into giving him the old one that had the genie in it.
Possibly. King's Quest notoriously pulls from fairy tales
Nice.
for its stuff.
Alexander is standing on a sunny village street. There are open shops to his right, a hard-packed path beneath his feet, and palm trees waving over his head. To the north, a key-shaped arch leads to another part of the village.
Old lamps.
Hush, man.
Oh!
We just
Well, we have to go into each of the shops.
The sign above the door says Ali's Books.
Alibaba?
Old lamps.
Hush, man.
The sign says Pawn Shop.
Which one?
Pawn Shoppy? Let's go to the pawn shop. I like pawn shops.
Old lamps.
Hush, man.
Yo, I want that bear!
Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
An ostentatious display! Oh my goodness.
I just want you to know there's so much to, like, look at in here. Like there's so much quirky dialogue for, like, I think trying to look at and talk to everything in here that we could probably spend, like, 28 minutes in here just messing with it.
Oh no, Lyra! But I wanna! Oh, Lyra! Like, click on the guy who hung himself and, like, was left out until he rotted to the bones.
A tall skeleton lends an air of mystery to the shop. He's speechless.
A murder mystery? He's speechless! Wait, click on the bear again.
The world-famous talking bear has been sulking ever since his abduction from a small mountain community in California. He refuses to discuss real estate.
Real estate? Lyra, what is this game?
Amazing, that's what it is.
Okay, well, in order to save time and to encourage the viewers to, like, actually play the game for themselves, we should just talk to the man, I think.
Alright.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
Lip
The
thinking!
moonlight, what a question! You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck, you see. My crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats. But I myself appear to be rather stuck here.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. If your crew was wise enough to steer clear of the isles and head home, they should be fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
You mean, this is the land of the Green Isles? Oh, thank the heavens! I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but...
The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit?
I come for... Well, I mean, I hope to see... I met some time ago.
Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could so confuse a man's tongue?
I am afraid so. It is Princess Cassima.
By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you?
Is she here?
This is the Isle of the Crown, young man. The castle of the Crown stands on the hill. If it is Cassima you seek, that is where to look.
The Castle of the Crown. Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need it.
So, alternatively, this is a shop. We're gonna have to come back here a lot, so we could just check out a few things every time we come by.
True. Yeah. There are some stuff on the desk that look interactable. Should we ask about those now?
Sure, why not?
Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter.
Oh, it's like an I Spy game, but one that really sucks. Is that a toy penguin or a rotting fish? I can't tell.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She's
okay.
made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine. Barely distinguishable from the real thing.
I do like how the shopkeeper has taken over the narration for talking about his wares.
For these things. Wait, but he doesn't do the he didn't do the skeleton or the bear, didn't he?
Yeah, specifically the things you can purchase.
Oh, these are the things you can purchase. Okay. Oh, so these things stay here until you can buy them?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we should come back now that we know what he has, because we don't have any money.
Yeah, we have 1 copper.
We have 1 copper! Well, it's good to know that he has a toy nightingale, a flute, a brush, and a inkwell?
In fact, let's ask
Wait.
him.
Okay.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Okay, so we can get any of these.
Yeah, we have the tin nightingale.
The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true.
That actually makes it more attractive to me, because I like wood.
Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition.
The best painter in the town used the 3-inch painter's brush that you use for walls.
Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Oh, it's a tinder box. Well, I like the nightingale.
The nightingale?
I like the nightingale.
Yeah, that's good
I
to
want
know.
that.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.